Simultaneously, the ground attack began.
Damn.
The Germans swiftly crossed the River Bug on the border between Poland and the Soviet Union.
It's 4 o'clock. It's really loud. The TV's really loud.
Hitler's panzers were soon thrusting deep into Soviet territory.
Damn. What?
Within 2 days, the panzers had penetrated more than 50 miles.
I'm watching this.
Ill-coordinated Red Army counterattacks.
Man, it's really loud. I can't sleep. Rich! I'm watching this. Okay.
Tens of thousands of Soviet prisoners were rounded up. Meanwhile, the Luftwaffe had total domination of the air.
As Führer, Hitler railed against modern art, calling it the degenerate product of Jews and Bolsheviks and a threat to the German national identity. In 1937, the Nazis rounded up some 16,000 works of this type from German museums and put hundreds of them on display in Munich. The exhibition, intended to heap scorn on the artist, was attended by some 2 million people. As for his own art, he allegedly had his paintings collected and destroyed when he was in power. But several hundred are known to survive, including 4 watercolors confiscated by the US military during World War II. Though it is legal in Germany to sell paintings by Hitler, as long as they do not contain Nazi symbols, work attributed to him reliably generate controversy when they come up for sale. In 2015, 14 paintings and drawings by Hitler fetched some $450,000 in an auction in Nuremberg, of all places. The auction house defended the sale by arguing the paintings had historical importance. Okay, to recap again. Historical evidence confirms that Hitler experienced a period of homelessness in Vienna. Homeless. Living in shelters and on the streets between late 1909 and early 1910. This phase of his life is often contrasted with his later rise to power. But historians widely reject the notion that his homelessness was a primary cause of his extremist ideology. Hitler's life in Vienna between 1908 and 1913, after moving to Vienna to pursue a career as an artist, a young Hitler faced rejection, poverty, and isolation. These are the 3 factors that often affect artists, which led to his time in homeless shelters. Failed artist. In 1907 and 1908, Hitler was twice rejected from the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Art critics of the time deemed his work technically proficient but lacking in originality. His declining finances following his second rejection, Hitler's financial situation deteriorated. Remember the money that he received before? And he had relied on an orphan's pension and a small inheritance, but was averse to taking a regular job. Now again, homeless shelter and dormitory. In 1909, with his funds exhausted, Hitler became destitute, pawning his possessions and living on the streets or in temporary shelters. He was so poor, he lacked an overcoat for the winter. In February 1910, he moved into the Mel de Manstrap men's dormitory, a public housing facility for single working men. You have to have a job, or else you cannot stay here. There, he earned a meager income by painting small watercolors of Vienna landmarks from postcards and selling them. Political radicalization. While in Vienna, Hitler developed an interest in politics and absorbed the city's rampant anti-Semitic and nationalist rhetoric. Though the extent to which his views were solidified at this time is debated by historians, some of his most loyal art buyers and even some residents in his dormitory where he lived were Jewish. The myth of the unemployed vagrant. In his book Mein Kampf and throughout his rise to power, Hitler framed his time in Vienna as a period of struggle and victimhood. So you can read it there according to the horse's mouth. La boca del caballo. This narrative served a political purpose, allowing him to paint himself as an everyman who had overcome hardship. Political messaging. Later, Nazi propaganda deliberately used this narrative to resonate with working class people who faced economic insecurity. Unlike Joe Biden, after becoming chancellor, Hitler actively cultivated the image of a leader who understood the struggles of the common person, unlike Mamdani,